Lerenbox, helping you achieve.
All right, guys. So having said all this, um, what I would like you, what I would like to expose to you now are places, platforms, or ways by which you can find grant opportunities. So one of the ways I do this is by following grant organizations, or should I say grant giving organizations. All right, I think that's better. Grant giving organizations. You have to follow them on all their social media handles, subscribe to them. You know how to do this. Instead of following some celebrities, begin to follow grant giving organizations that I've mentioned. Even you can research them online. Google grant giving organizations. You see a lot of them in Africa, in Nigeria. You see a whole lot. This is not. I don't need to talk about that here or list them out. There are lots of them. So you have to research that and begin to follow them. Then also join relevant WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group. Join relevant WhatsApp groups because a lot of information are being shared on WhatsApp groups. So the kind of groups you join matters a lot. So please be careful of the kind of groups you join and be very delicate about it. Then there is this website. The website have actually there are actually two of them that have been really beneficial to me. Opportunity for Africans.com. Opportunitiesforafricans.com. That website is packed with opportunities and it's regularly updated. It's not let me say it's not all encompassing. There are opportunities that are not listed on this website but I've got in the other areas. But it is one of the best places. You can always have opportunities aggregated at one point. Then another of its kind is opportunitydex.com. Opportunitydex.org rather. Yeah. I'm not in any way advertising these platforms, but these are platforms that have benefited me personally. That's why I'm sharing them here. Then I also have my friend too, TBA team. Yeah. So this is his website, tbateam.com. It's my friends. We've been doing stuff together for quite some time. Yeah. TBA team actually shares grant opportunities on his website and so many other things that you may actually leverage on. So you can also check out his website. Then the kind of association you belong to or a clique of friends and all of that determines the kind of opportunities that you also get. Like I've told you, there are grant opportunities I've gotten just via SMS. Submit your documents to the place, and that's it. Why is it like that? Because of the kind of friends I deliberately kept over time. So I let them know I'm looking for grants, and this is the idea. They're wow, yeah, this idea is going to fly with grants. These are guys that have won millions of dollars, thousands of dollars in grants. All right, so they just exposed me to some of these. Let me use the word highly classified grants. They are highly classified grants. So yeah, so your association matters when it comes to finding grant opportunities. So all right, guys. Now let's talk about the art of writing. The thing I would like you to know here is majority of the grant applications you'll be submitting would always start from writing. Even you may have to get into interview, a test or assessment, or let's say a pitching context or something. Most of the grant applications I've ever participated in would always start from writing. Write an application and submit. So, but it doesn't end there. You have to make sure that your writing skills are well honed. And if you're not good at writing, please and please don't don't get into it and just do something that is not standard enough. Get someone who is good at it to help you put your ideas together. Or right now, it might be that maybe the person is a proofreader or a good writer that knows tenses and all of that. Now, there are a lot of content managers out there or content developers that you can use, but I have to let you know that you need to know what you want. Yeah, so that when the content developer is submitting something to you, you know exactly whether it fits into what you're looking for or not. I've seen a content developer and the guy is just something else, because even the tenses are not just right. I'm like, how do you do this? All right. But anyway, the most important thing is make sure you understand the act of writing. So the first thing is watch out for your vocabularies. Yeah, the vocabularies are very, very important. The kind of words you use and how you use them. Then your tenses. Make sure you are using the right tenses. The right tenses, very, very important for your. Sorry about that. So it's very, very important while you're writing for grants. Because you're submitting to a group of people who would read every word, every letter. All right, they want to make sure that are you just the right person. They are not seeing you, so the only thing that's representing you on that, let me say on that table, it's your application, is your written application. So make sure that you present yourself. You put your best foot forward. I'll repeat that. You put your best foot forward. Make sure that you are just giving it your best. That's all. Then use power words. And power words include numbers, facts. Instead of saying a lot of people die every day, quantify it. 10,000 people die every day. Instead of saying we lose a lot of food every year because we cannot have a very good preservation um, technique for vegetables. You can say something like this: we lose $30 billion worth of food every year. That's power. You know what brings power into such words? Numbers, facts, figures. All right. So try as much as possible to be very affirmative and put in numbers into all the things you try as much as possible to say, because it helps to know that yes, you have done your research, you've done your homework. There's nothing as beautiful as seeing an applicant who has done his homework, who has the figures and facts at his fingertips. And I've shared how to go about that in my earlier videos. So please try as much as possible to use power words. They are affirmative. Instead of saying I think there are, no, say there are. Do you get it now? Instead of saying I think, you shouldn't be thinking about it, right? You should be saying it the way it is. Then I recommend that you install this app on your phone or on your system or wherever you are actually typing from. It helps to correct um, your your, your vocabulary and your tenses. It can really, really be of help. I'm not advertising it. Please understand. After all, I'm not part of the developer, but it has been of help to me personally in my writing, and I think it can also be of help to you. Understanding the SDGs, that is the Sustainable Development Goals. Let me type that out. Sustainable Development Goals. Yeah, SDGs. There are about 17 of them. Yeah. So, and each of the goal has something attached to it. Like the goal one, for instance, is no poverty. You can actually Google this out, like writing the UN Sustainable Development Goal, right? So we have the no poverty, zero hunger. That's goal number two. Zero hunger. Goal number three is good health and well-being, and so on and so on and so forth. So why is it important for you to understand the SDGs? Many of the grant organizations would give you money not just because your business might yield profit, but it must or most certainly connect to some SDG goals, all right, to some SDGs rather, some sustainable development goal, maybe to make the world a better place, or to eradicate extreme hunger or extreme poverty, or to improve quality of education, to encourage or promote gender equality, uh, bring clean water and sanitation to communities, affordable and clean energy. So you must, anything you're doing that is grant worthy is actually or can actually be linked in a way to one or several of the SDGs. So you must have a very good understanding of the SDGs. For instance, now if most agricultural development will be linked to at least two of them: zero hunger and zero poverty. All right. So you are actually trying to make sure that there is more food on the table. That's zero hunger. You're fighting zero hunger, and you're trying to see that farmers have increased income, zero poverty. You see that now. So whatever you're trying to do, try as much as possible to see how it connects with one or more of the SDGs. It's very, very important because some of these applications might even ask you what are the SDGs your idea is actually linked with. So these are also very important areas you should also look into. Remember, the essence of me creating all these videos and tutorials is to ensure that you are just the best candidate to give this grant. So 2020 is your year, don't miss it. Alright, so let's talk about supporting documents. Of course, many of the applications I've ever submitted would always ask you for some supporting documents, right? And majority of them I used to submit a pitch deck, right? A pitch deck is a couple of slides, usually 10 slides. There are a lot of pitch deck templates online, and of course, let me also put this status here. I'll be hosting a masterclass. I have not really done this in previous years. What I mean by that is I have I really don't have the time or the inspiration to do this in previous years because I feel like this is my best kept secret. I just teach a couple of people, and so far, by God's grace, I've helped over 50 entrepreneurs directly and indirectly to win several grants, all expense paid trip, you know, to top-notch conferences and all of that. Several opportunities. So I want to make this very clear here. I'm announcing it officially. I'll be having a masterclass starting from the 26th of January this month. That is this month, this year, 26th of January. And it's going to last for 15 days, 15 full days, a masterclass where it's not really teaching you, talking and talking and talking, you know. It's going to be about handholding. I'm actually looking for people to just unfold into grants, into opportunities. That's what I want to do. So I'm actually having two packages. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the course. But let me just really say this. We're going to have the mastery package and the exclusive package. It all depends on what your business needs right now or where you are right now. That will determine the package you should go for. I'm not saying one is better than the other. What I'm trying to say is know exactly what you need or what you really want. Then go for any of the package. So I'm going to be talking about that. And part of it is the reason I brought about that now is because of the pitch deck. I'm going to be looking into all your documents personally, and not just me. I have a host of about five other multi-grant awardees. All right, that have won at least 4 or 5 grants consecutively, so they know the proven path. So they would also look into your documents and see how they can be tweaked in one way or the other to fit into all of this. So it's a whole lot. All right. So I'm going to be sharing more information about that later on. So supporting documents, many of these grant organizations will they ask you for documents, maybe to back up your application, something that can garnish your, your submissions. So part of them is pitch deck. Then another one is white paper. I think white paper, let me just make it clear. White paper is an authoritative document you submit that makes people to understand why you're doing what you're doing, what originated what, or what evolved into what, It's like an authoritative document from you about your business. It's not actually to market or to sell something. It's just to give an unbiased release of why you're doing what you're doing. It makes you, the essence of that is to earn the trust of potential investors or people or even employees to buy into your vision, to buy into what you're doing. You're not in a way that you're selling your idea to them, but in a way that you are trying to let them know that you know exactly what you're doing on this idea. The company brochure can also be part of the supporting document you can send. Then press release, maybe a reputable media firm have written about you, maybe a newspaper agency. You can also submit that as part of your supporting documents. It shows how credible you are. Then your identification means of your identification means of identification, like identification cards, the way you snap or scan them, it matters a lot. They are asking you for your IDs not because they just want to ask, but because they want to have access to it and maybe see clearly. All right. So make sure that you snap them or you scan them in a very clear format. And if you have generated some fantastic business metrics, you can also compile a short report in PDF format and upload. For instance, now maybe your customer acquisition rate has been like an hockey stick. You know what I'm talking about? Very superb. So you can also document that and submit that as part of your supporting documents. Please understand, wherever they say submit supporting documents, never leave it blank. Do something and submit it. So many of these grant organizations will always ask you for your website link, your social media link, because everything now is online. All right. So you too, now let me tell you this. I've missed a lot of grant opportunities. I've never won all the grants I actually applied for. Right? This is breaking news, but it's true. Not all the grants I've ever applied for I've won. Many of them I've even lost. All right? And some that I won, trust me, is worth all the efforts. So I don't even count the money, the ones I've even lost, because the ones I won paid the bills. You get some of the ones I actually failed in. Don't be surprised. It could be that maybe I don't have a website for the idea, or my social media page. It's not just it, or I don't even have any. I don't even have a YouTube or a video I've uploaded on YouTube that it could actually go to and just check out my idea. Please and please be online. So it's very important. See, it might just be one of the biggest things you would ever hear me say or throughout the video. Be online. Create a website. You don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of naira to do that, or dollars to do that. I'm going to be sharing also, I think it's part of their exclusive package during the masterclass, during the 15 days masterclass, helping you to build a starter pack website that is good looking, it's gorgeous, it's okay, and it can comfortably give you the edge. All right, you need a website. Then you need social media pages also, social media handles that are actually functional. They are actually promoting your brand. They will look at all these things. So when you see an application or a request and they're asking you for your website URL, your Facebook link, your Twitter link, and all of that, please and please don't leave those places blank. You are in the 21st century, for crying out loud. Not just that, in the new decade. All right, make sure that you have social media handles and fill in those spaces. Those blank spaces. Don't leave them like that. All right, a lot of people you just leave it. I dare you are shortening your chances. Try as much as possible to do as much as you can to be at the top as the top rated contender for the grant. So let me quickly share the major social media handles you need to operate. Of course, you're already on Facebook. Have a good and viable social Facebook account or Facebook page. Then Twitter, yeah, they check on all these things to see what you've been posting. And let me just quickly also make this clear here. Don't mix your personal stuff with your business details. Even in your account, have a private account for your business, have a private account for yourself. All right, don't mix business with personal things. All right, so your personal Facebook profile or Facebook page should be different from your business Facebook page. All right, Twitter the same thing. Then Instagram, it's not before Instagram. I need to even talk about LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn. Make sure you have a professional page for your business on LinkedIn and try to invite people to like your page, to follow your page, even if it's just your circle of friends. At least just gather some like. If you have a page nobody's liking, nobody's talking about, nobody's doing anything, that means you're not really having anything, right? Even if it's just one follower or one like, it's important. So you have to have that. Then Instagram also is good. Be on Instagram, let your business, even if you're like, for instance, me personally, I'm actually on Instagram, but I'm not active on Instagram. But I have a page, or I have even pages on Instagram managed by other agencies for me, or through other means. All right. So make sure that your businesses are on all these social media handles. There are other social media platforms, but these are the key ones I recommend. You can as well go ahead with several of them, but these ones are the key ones you have to be on. Then I would not want to mention this as a social media handle, but it actually is. But I just want to make it different. YouTube, create a video, whether you are just trying to whether when you're just trying to capture your business premise, or you talking about your business, and create a YouTube account for your business. Upload the video. All right, you don't know who might be watching and where they might be watching from and who the person might be. Upload a video on YouTube and also share the link and the URL, all right, on any space they provide for YouTube links. Please understand